Hey there guys, this is Pharaoh2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we left off, we checked out the town again to see if there's like any other puzzles and whatnot. We finally go into the bakery and we see none other than Phoenix Wright and Maya Fey, but they have like no recollection of who they are apparently because they say they've been working at this bakery for 5 years. It's like, but you're an ace attorney, and you're an ace attorney's assistant. You know, it's like, or, well, spiritual medium. Yeah, whatever. No, we all love you, Maya. So, yeah, it's confusing, but let's go ahead and speak to, like, Maya and Phoenix. Sorry, Phoenix, real quick. Sorry if I came across as rude earlier. Please, pay it no thought. It's just that sometimes I get carried away when I'm pounding the dough like that. Well, it was kind of surprising to hear a big thump like that, even if you were just kneading the dough. And when you said, "Take that!" my heart nearly stopped. When I bake great bread, I guess I just feel the need to present it to the customer like that. Present it? Like evidence? Alright. What's wrong, Maya? Puzzle! What's the matter, Miss Fey? It's these loaves of bread. And after I would arrange them so nicely, too. Ugh! It's all Nick's fault. His pounding messed everything up. Me? But I was only kneading the dough. What am I gonna do? I have to fix this before the boss gets back. It's most unfortunate. Perhaps we can lend you a helping hand. Really? Oh, thanks a lot. You'll be doing me the biggest favor in the world. You could try to show a little restraint sometimes, you know. Not at all. Helping those in need is the duty of any true gentleman. Not only that, but if we all chip in and help, we'll soon have it all sorted out. Totally. We should all help each other out in times of need, right? They're right. They are right. So, puzzle 13, use your loaf. Oh, 40 pick rats. Okay. The neatly placed loaves of bread on display at the front of the bakery were thrown into disarray, thanks to somebody. In the process, it seems an extra loaf managed to find its way among the bunch. Take a look at the picture at the top screen and find the extra loaf of bread. Place it into the basket once you've found it. This particular kind of puzzle requires you to manipulate the objects on the screen. Touch the end of an object and slide the stylus in a circle to rotate it. In some puzzles, you can also touch the center of the object and slide the stylus to move it across the screen. Okay, so let's get this going. So, now are they saying that it wants me to arrange the bread as it is on the top? Let's think of that. Also, that's not it. So it's some type of purple. Actually, let's go ahead and rearrange some, like, the ones I think it should be. Wait. Is that, this isn't it. Okay. I gotta move the... Wait a minute, it doesn't even think like... what angles of going? It's like concave. See, I don't even know if these are right. Because it's like kind of like curved in, if that makes any sense. And I don't know if any of these actually do that. Oh, oopsie daisy. Phone. Oh, regardless, let's just do that. And I can... That, maybe... I hope I'm doing this puzzle right. I may be doing it completely wrong. But then again, games like this... You just gotta have a little fun with it, you know? Now I need... Which one? Oh, one of them has both. Wouldn't it be this one already? Oh, well, I can't tell because some may be blocked. Okay. I feel like this is like the easy answer, this one. Let me go at this for like another minute, and I feel if I take too long, then I'll go ahead and cut it out. Because like, I don't want to waste too much time doing this. I feel like I've done that enough in this LP. Even though it just kind of started. This goes here. Now, wait a minute. Come on, phone, stop doing that. Ooh, which... No. Which one is it gonna be? This one. Could be, it kind of should be one of the other two. Okay, hold on, let's figure out this one on the bottom then. It seems a little off. Okay, whatever. This phone. I would appreciate it if you don't keep doing that. Okay, I think I'm back. I think I did it. I was finagling with the bread a little bit more, and I think I have it exactly kind of what it's how it's situated on the top screen there. It seems like this is the only piece of bread, basically the one right there, that does not fit in any form of pattern. I think so anyway. So let's go ahead and we'll submit it and give it a shot.
See what you think of this.
Please. Yes. Okay.
As you'd expect from a gentleman in training.
Okay, that took me like approximately like probably 2 or 3 minutes off screen, just because I after I'm done like looking at it, I like resetting it and trying it again to see if like something else pops in my head. And yeah, okay, you found it. Now that's using your loaf. Yeah. Perfect. That's exactly how they were before. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks. You really saved my bacon. It's no more than any young English gentleman would do. You said English? What's that? And where have I heard it before? Hey, Maya, the boss is back. Who's the boss? That shows that. Hello, everyone. Just as I was wondering what the commotion was all about, I see you're back, Espella. Welcome home, Aunt Patty. Were Maya and Phoenix doing a proper job of minding the shop while I was gone? Of course we did. Naturally. You know you can count on us. They may be calling her boss, but she seems like such a warm and friendly person. She certainly does look. She has a heartwarming smile, too. Oh, such flattery. You're just gonna you're just trying to make me blush. Oh, by the way, Espella, are these two gentlemen customers of ours? These two are friends of mine. They kindly helped me out once in the past. I was so happy to see them again that I invited them here. Pleased to meet you, madam. My name's Herschel Layton. And I'm Luke Triton, the professor's apprentice. Is that so? It seems Espella is indebted to you both, so it's certainly a pleasure to meet you both. As a thank you from me for helping Espella, please be free to stay as long as you like. We just happen to have an empty room that you're welcome to use if you wish. Thank you for your kind offer, madam. Yes. I imagine you both must be feeling hungry. Well, actually, I'm more than a little peckish. Oh, you don't say. Well, in that case, let me offer you something special. What do you got? What is that? My very own creation. Wonderful. And that face baked on the surface, a masterpiece. Yes, I'm pretty proud of it. I use a secret technique to make it extra fluffy. Only the best for our special guests. This is great. Still, we don't really have a whole lot else to offer. Only bread. Uh-oh. Why would you say... Only bread? I mean... Hey, Espella, shouldn't you show our guests to their room? Let's just forget the bread. Forget the bread? Oh, we're gonna get the wrath of the woman right here. I mean... Mr. Layton, Luke, let's go upstairs, now. Huh? What's going on? Just trust me, come on. I want to see. Aw. Only bread? Forget the bread. You tell me you expect a fully fresh baker someday, and any more just half-baked that too. I'll throw you in the oven until you're both well done. Oh my god. That's murder, madam. That's just... it always happens like that, right? It's like, it's predictable. That's like, oh, she's so nice, and oh, and then it's like, oh no, hell no. Turn your back on her, turn your back on her, she's like a freaking devil woman. I, didn't expect that. What did I just do there? My voice, whatever. I'm sorry, she's usually so kind and gentle. But when it comes to bread, oh yeah. I suppose it shows how dedicated she is to her craft. I guess it must be fun to live in such a lively place, though. Yes, it is. It's thanks to them that I enjoy living here as much as I do. Mrs. Eclair is always so cheerful and kind to me. And Maya and Mr. Wright are so energetic. Maya, especially. It's certainly an interesting group, particularly those two. But, Isabella, what about your family? It's a bit complicated. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Kitty! Aww. Ah, Eve. Aww. I'm not a huge fan of cats, to be quite honest with you guys. I like dogs a lot more. But, you know, if the cats, if they're cool with me, then I'll be cool with them. What's the matter, Eve? Are you hungry? Sorry, it's my cat. It must be supper time. Oh, I see. Oh, please, go ahead. Don't mind us. Cat. Alright, hint coins maybe in this room? Oh, yeah, okay. So assume there's maybe another 3. I don't know if there's going to be more than 3 in any given time. Maybe some areas will have more than 3, but so far I found 3. And I'm just going to assume that that's all there was. But let's check out our room a little bit. Do you have a hole in the roof, or is that, do you consider, is that sunlight, or is that a window? I think it's actually a window. Whatever. Roof windows make the room very bright. It's a very pleasant room. You can see the blue sky through the windows in the roof. Aunt Patty chose this room for me. Oh, I gotta place it someplace where it doesn't make that much noise. Okay. Yeah, like a skylight. Oh man, that'll be nice. Maybe one day when I get my own house, put a skylight in there. Be nice. Jars of jam, perhaps? They all have vibrant colors. They look scrumptious. I am sure this jam would be even more delicious on Mrs. Eclair's freshly baked bread. But there's even more. I made all this jam myself. You can try some if you want. Yes, please. There. Thick volumes are lined up on the shelf. Labyrinthine books. Interesting. I'd like to read some while we have the time. They're all very thick. It'll take you some time to read them, Professor. I like reading before going to sleep. I've read these books many times. I gotta get back into reading books. It's been a while. I guess we can look at a cat. Yeah. So Spilla has a pet cat. Its name is Eve, huh? A finely groomed black cat, I must say. I'm sure Spilla takes excellent care of it. Aw, that's nice. Look at that kitty cat. His bandana and everything. Okay. Alright, Spilla, what do you have to say? It's such a cute cat. So well behaved and clever too. Well, thank you. Eva's a real friend. Oh, I'm sorry I have kept you waiting. Mr. Layton, you wanted to ask me something, didn't you? What was it you wanted to know? Well, there are a few things. Perhaps I better ask them one at a time. It may take a little while if you can spare time. Yes, of course. Anything I can do to help. Well, thank you, Espella. Well then, first off, what I want to ask Espella about is Oh, okay, it's like an investigation. I guess we'll go in order here. So after we separated in London, could you tell us again what happened between the time that we were separated in London and your return to Labyrinthia? You said you can't clearly recall what happened to you, is that right? No, I can't. When I came to, I was back here in Labyrinthia. I can remember everything up until I boarded that cargo ship. But after that, I just can't seem to remember how I got back here. It seems the townsfolk didn't even notice that I'd been away. I almost thought the whole thing must have been just a dream. Until the two of you appeared here in Labyrinthia. It seems I wasn't dreaming after all. Yes, indeed. It all really did happen. You came to my office, and then the witch came for you. So, does that mean that the witch brought Isabella back to Labyrinthia? Well, I suppose so, but why was I in London in the first place? Eh? Why did I meet you two gentlemen? And why was the witch after me? I just can't seem to remember why. Isabella, you and Carmine were running away from the witches, weren't you? Carmine? Do you mean to say that you don't remember being in London with Carmine? Carmine took you with him and tried to escape from this town. Carmine took me with him and tried to escape? I'm sorry, I do have a vague memory of Carmine, but why was I in London? I just can't seem to remember. Well, that's gonna be difficult, but okay, let's talk about her memories. Do you remember his letter, Miss Bella? A letter? Yes, Carmine gave you this letter and instructed you to bring it to me. You followed his advice and brought it to me in my office. That letter? Could I take a closer look at it? Yes, of course. Do you remember anything? I don't remember the letter, but this writing does look somewhat familiar. I do have a feeling that there was someone there next to me. Isabella, are you alright? Excuse me. I think I remember. I remember Carmine. Really? You're right. I do know him. I definitely know Carmine. Carmine was here in this town. In fact, he was in this very shop. Oh, in this shop, Isabella. But according to the townsfolk, they've never even heard of him. Yes, that's right. What they say contradicts what I remember. That's why I'm finding it so difficult to trust my own memories. Please, don't let that deter you. You'd be grateful to hear what you know. Alright. And what she can recall. Please, do let us know what you can recall. According to my memory, Carmine was working here in his bakery. Eh? But there are already two workers in the shop, right? Mr. Wright and Maya. And those two have also been working here making bread for some time now. Or at least, I'm quite sure they must be the case. Mrs. Eclair and everyone else around here will soon tell you so too. And that's why I put no faith in my memory. This difference in perception is certainly intriguing. The fact that Carmine worked here has me somewhat curious. Do you think all the townsfolk could just be pretending not to know? I mean, maybe Carmine really was here and they're acting like they don't remember. And after all, he did mention that letter that he wrote, that he escaped from Labyrinthia. How about we go and ask a few people around the town? No, Luke, I don't think that's a good idea. As you are no doubt well aware by now, a single word out of place can be enough to bring in the knights against us. Not only that, but I cannot really believe that Mrs. Eclair would pretend not to know him. She's always so straight with people. She's never two-faced. I see. Perhaps, Luke, we should be thankful that she took care of him. Yes, you're right, of course, Professor. By the way, in that letter, Carmine claimed that this town held a mysterious secret. He implied that he wanted me to solve Labyrinthia's mystery. Do you have any idea what the mystery could be? Labyrinthia's mystery? I'm sorry, but I've never even suspected that this town holds any secrets. Then what might it have been that Carmine was investigating? What was Carmine investigating? Ah! I think I might know what it could be. One time Carmine asked me this. Why is it that whenever is written by the storyteller in the Historia Labyrinthia always becomes fact? If that puzzle can be solved, then we will unravel the mystery of Labyrinthia, he said. So Carmine didn't believe that what's written must always come true either. Well, I'm not sure, but... But what? It's only natural that what's written in that book must come true. And it's hard for me to believe that both you and Carmine could doubt this. Well, speaking for myself, I can't just barely believe it so easily. Nevertheless, to the people of Labyrinthia, it appears to be a matter of common sense, which is why those knights treated us with such suspicion. That's true, but... Are you saying that in your London, there's no story? Well, there are certainly none that come true, as the Historia Labyrinthia does. In the world as we know it, such a notion is inconceivable. As I suspected, Carmine is from the same London as you two, so I suppose it makes perfect sense that you should all think that way. Incidentally, what action did Carmine take after he came to suspect the story? Well, Carmine often visited the Great Archive. The Great Archive? Yes, that's where all the volumes of the story are kept. You mean to say all previous volumes too? Yes, every volume of the story so far. All of them. I see. In other words, he wanted to confirm the authenticity of the story. Shoot. But Professor, surely he wouldn't be in trouble with the witches just for looking at some books. As I recall, in the letter he sent to me, he wrote, I realized the town had a mysterious secret, and decided to get to the bottom of it. Before I could, they found me. I believe that was it, which probably means it wasn't just ordinary books that he was investigating. It's quite likely that the books had something to do with the witches. So you mean Carmine came close to unraveling Labyrinthia's mystery, and therefore became the witch's target? Is that what you are suggesting? I believe that would be highly probable. But why did the witches... Isabella? Have there been other stories involving witches before this? Ah, yes. There have been many stories about them. All those stories are being kept in the Great Archive. Oh, you have more to ask. Okay, the witch's story. Stories about the witches are no doubt a source of considerable fear for the townsfolk. So why is it deemed necessary to keep such stories in the Great Archive? They are an important source of information for the Inquisition. The prime objective is to capture witches and protect the people of the town. So you're saying that in order to fight the witches, it is essential to read about them and learn their ways? Yes, that's right. Excuse me. Oh man. Stories involving the witches are under the authority of the Order of the Knights. And the Order of Knights was established to protect the town of Labyrinthia. The storyteller, the Order of the Knights, and the Inquisition, they are the ones who govern this town. The entire fate of Labyrinthia is decided by the Creator, otherwise known as the Storyteller. That personage is the weaver of all life in Labyrinthia, including the current horrifying story involving the actions of a witch. If it then falls to the Order of Knights to protect the townsfolk from such events. The Knights not only protect the people, but also act as the Storyteller's guard. And finally, the Inquisition is responsible for trying the witches in the witches' court. That is the manner in which this town is managed and order is maintained. Undoubtedly, it was the Order of Knights keeping peace during the parade we saw. That's right. The storyteller holds those parades from time to time. He gives the townsfolk a story that will determine their fate from that time onwards. The story this time involved a witch, but explains why the knights were on such high alert. I wonder what spells will be used this time. If only we could check in that book. Just a moment, Espella. What was it that you just said? Do you mean to say that there is a book about magic? Yes, there is. In the Great Archive. It describes all the spells that provide the witches with their wicked power. It's a special book, used by the Knights of the Inquisition to aid them in their investigations. That's it. That must have been what Carmine was so interested in. He was investigating the witches' power. Of course, it's possible that he came upon a secret that he shouldn't have known. And that's why the witches attacked him. Indeed, Luke. That may well be the reason. The story, so respected by the people and the witches whom they fear, they could be a certain secret connecting these two in some way. Thank you, Espella. It seems we now know where to begin with our investigation. So you'll be visiting the Great Archive? Yes, indeed. The book about magic that resides there may well provide a valuable clue towards unraveling the mystery of Labyrinthia. We better get going for our investigation straight away, Professor. Right, Professor, that was a question. Absolutely, Luke. We must solve this puzzle for Carmine's sake, as well as for our own. Mr. Layton? Yes? Please take me along with you. I'm not sure that's wise. It might put you in more than a little trouble. It's likely that Carmine's investigations are suddenly being prosecuted by the witches. Wait, what event did I get invited to? Sorry guys, I have my phone set up and I have my Facebook up and... Oh boy, I think there's a party going on. Yay! Okay. And if that's the case, the path we tread may well be fraught with danger. Well, even so, I really would like to help you. Talking with you both like this, I too have come to believe that there must be a secret to this town. I want to help you find the truth. Well, Espella, I suppose that settles it. From here on in, let's all do our very best to solve this mystery together. Yes, together. I'm the Professor's apprentice, so if there's anything you need to know, just ask. Thank you, Luke. I'll be sure to do that. Well then, without any further ado, let's follow in Carmine's footsteps and visit the Great Archive. I'm quite certain that there's clues are waiting to be found. Yes, let's go. Cat. Oh no, they're gonna leave the cat behind, no! I'm sorry, my sister was getting a dog out of my room. Not you, Eve. I'm afraid you'll have to stay here until I get back. He's like, okay. Oh, wait. What is that? Oh, my pendant. I almost forgot it. That's a lovely pendant, Espella. It's very old. I can't even remember how old I was when I started wearing it. Right? Oh, right. Sorry to have kept you. Shall I leave for the Great Archive now? Not really, because I gotta end the episode. Come on now. Oh, Espella, are you off? Are you off out somewhere? Yes, I'm taking Mr. Layton and Luke to see the Great Archive. Oh, is that so? Well, you might want to hurry. It looks like it might rain at any time. Ah, yes, that reminds me. Could you give me something while you're out? Just on your way back would be fine. Yes, of course. What can I get for you? Some goat's milk from Mary. I forgot to get some while I was at the market. Okay, I'll drop around to Mary's farm on the way back. Would you? There's a milk bucket ready around the back. Milk, you say? Naturally, our bakery uses only the freshest goat's milk for our milk loaf. It's so fluffy and white, it's delicious. Cool, sounds great. Let's be certain to try some later, Luke. I'm totally up for that. Okay, finally I have some control. So, Man, the video goes on for quite a bit. Oh well, it's cool. It's things like this. If I can't stop the video earlier, then I'll continue until I have a good breaking point, and this is a good one. So, next time, we will speak to whoever will come across our way. Maybe visit a great archive and do stuff. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I'll see you guys later.